But again, this coming up over and over again made me think like, what really makes a song a certain genre? Like, is there like check boxes that a song has to hit for it to be described as something? Or is it just the feel of it? My top 3 favorite artists are Kid Cudi, Lil Uzi, and Kendrick Lamar. If you listen to all their discographies, you're probably not going to find one song that sounds similar from any of them, but they're all under this umbrella term, rapper. You know, people debating if certain artists are in like a specific genre or if their music really can be classified as in a specific genre is not a new thing. Okay, I'm 21, so obviously the most like vivid example I have of this is kind of like when a newer age mumble rap came out, like, you know, Uzis, Yachty's, Pumps, Smoke Perps, that whole 2015, 2018 SoundCloud era. Like, there was a bunch of people who were mainly 35 and up complaining that, you know, newer rap was not rap, it didn't sound like rap, it wasn't true to the format, and it couldn't be considered rap. I'm sorry to all my old heads watching this if I offended you with the 35 and up thing, but I just gotta call it how I see it. That's just how it was. But anyway, yeah, like a lot of people from that generation kind of called that new era rap not rap, and I don't think that's necessarily true, and I think it's like a clear inspiration of rap. But regardless of all that, like the main topic of the video, you can see that a lot of people are criticizing Beyonce for winning Country Album of the Year with her latest country album, Cowboy Carter. Now look, I'm not gonna lie to you and say I'm like the biggest Beyonce fan. I'm definitely not Beyonce's target audience. I am not her demographic. I do have a brother who loves Beyonce though. He goes pretty hard for him. Shout out to you. But anyway, I just kept, for some reason, getting into these debates on if this album was a country album. And just side note, I don't understand why I keep getting brought into these debates, because again, I don't really listen to Beyonce, but because it came up so many times, it made me listen to the album, which I guess is a W for Beyonce. But anyway, I digress. When I listened to the album, I honestly heard clear inspiration of country. I definitely could hear, like, you know, how the sound, the beat, if you want to call it a beat, the instrumental, you know, more southern country themed instrumental versus, you know, her earlier music, you know, all the single ladies and things of that nature. I think is a clear departure from like her typical music. But again, this coming up over and over again made me think like, what really makes a song a certain genre? Like, is there like check boxes that a song has to hit for it to be described as something, or is it just the feel of it? To give you insight into my listening choices, because this doesn't just come up with Beyonce with me, my top 3 favorite artists are Kid Cudi, Lil Uzi, and Kendrick Lamar. And if you're already familiar with these people, you know that these people don't sound nothing alike. If you listen to all their discographies, you're probably not gonna find one song that sounds similar from any of them, but they're all under this umbrella term, rapper. I kind of get into a similar argument when I tell people Kid Cudi's my favorite rapper. They're like, oh, he's not a rapper. And yes, I do understand why people say that, because I mean, if you listen to Day and Night or just listen to any of Kid Cudi's albums, songs, they definitely don't sound like a boom bap Jay-Z type of song or even a Kendrick Lamar type of song. But I do think he's clearly inspired by rap. I do think the beats are definitely like rap type beats, and even some of his flows, melodies, verses are definitely hip hop type things, not on the level of Kendrick Lamar or Jay-Z. And I feel like those are extreme examples, but I just think it kind of really shows the scale of the term and how like different something can be but still be considered in the same genre. Back to Beyonce though, whenever I would have these arguments with people, they would always say things like, oh, it doesn't sound like this, it doesn't sound like that. She's not like from the country. She wasn't born on a ranch. Yes, somebody told me she wasn't like born in the country. She didn't live a country lifestyle. So therefore, her music cannot be country, which I'm just gonna flat out say my opinion on that, and that I think that is somewhat kind of ignorant. To me, saying somebody has to be from the country for an album to be country is like saying you have to be from the hood to rap. The first person who comes to my mind when you say things like that is Lil Dicky. Now, bear with me now, I know Lil Dicky is not like the most gangster or even most popular rapper. He's like a white dude from the suburbs who just happened to know how to rap. But if you listen to his songs, he actually can rap. And don't flame me for this one, I actually think Lil Dicky can rap a lot better than a lot of mainstream artists in terms of actual rapping ability. Now, some songs might sound better, some hooks may stick with you a little harder, but hey, that's up for you to decide. As I was kind of really trying to draw a conclusion on what really makes a song in a certain genre, no matter that be rock, rap, heavy metal, country, whatever it may be. I really think that it's just as simple as if you hear a song and you can hear it's clearly inspired by a certain type of sound, then I think it classifies as that genre. And I don't think it has to be any deeper than that. Like, I don't think it has to say these certain words, be on this certain subject matter. Because honestly, think about that. If all songs had to be on the same subject matter, then that means everybody will repeatedly say the same song. And you would get tired of that. You wouldn't even want a reality where every song was the same. Think about it. People complain about it all the time. Look at Lil Baby. Look at Da Baby. They say he makes the same song over and over again. So why would you criticize somebody for taking a genre and putting a spin on it? I think that's probably the most creative and innovative thing you could do in a genre. And when you criticize somebody for kind of doing things and putting their spin on it, I think you discourage instead of encourage people to be innovative. That's how you get these rappers and singers who make the same song over and over again, because they don't want to mess up their fan base and risk people losing interest in them. But honestly, at the end of the day, bro, you should just enjoy the music for what it is. Don't like say you'll dislike a song because like it doesn't fit this criteria of what you think a song should be. If you hear a song and you think it sounds good, just like the song. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be so deep. It doesn't have to be any deeper than the music. So anyway, to answer the question you clicked on the video for, is Beyonce's album country? Yes. Why? Because whenever I hear it, I think it's clearly inspired by a country song. Is it the most truly genuine country song ever made in the history of music? Maybe not. But I don't think that means it's not a country song. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a good one. Don't get snatched.